24. And coming up, we'll see Stephon Diggs. Big plays follow him around. He comes in second in the NFL in receiving yards. It's the Bills and the Pats, just ahead on EA Sports.
It is clear, but it is cold here today as EA Sports takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And able to get this out to the 25. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
His first carry. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. But you look at this Patriots defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass. A lot of times the battle's in the trenches. We know that. We see it all the time. But this one, this game's going to be won on the outside.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Hines. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Bills at 7-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the number 1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're number 1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
First down, here's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bills, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Throwing, Jones. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35.
It's early, but announce a cliche word here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Mitchell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Brings up second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Once more with Mitchell. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Now Jones. And it's caught. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That pass play. 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more important on games like this.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Here's Allen to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball,
touchdown Bills! Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Jones. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England's offense set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. For these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the Patriots who got the win on the road, so they'll look to finish off the sweep here in Foxborough. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. 3rd down and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Hines now on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Alert, alert, alert.
They run with Hines. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. On play action, Allen. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Play action. Now it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And the Bills' 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Patriots are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Looking to throw. Jones. A throw here right sideline falls incomplete. The passing game not in. And now it's 4th down. Here's Bryce Behringer now.
In punt formation for the Patriots.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Allen off the play fake. Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to...
And he'll get in! Touchdown, Buffalo! Nyheim Hines, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 49-yard line.
A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Jones throwing on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. 10 more there and another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Jones. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. They go screen with Dillon. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And so room to maneuver. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
And the Bills first down.
They run again with Dillon. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. He's got his target. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. They'll try to field goal now with Graham Gano. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Bill.
Again, it's Dillon. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On second down, Dillon. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, here's Dillon. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And the Bills first down.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Dillon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Hines is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Bass on for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a second and just a few inches left. Off play action. Jones. Wide open receiver complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. Right side, Claypool's got it. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bills' 40-yard line.
Running left, here's Mitchell. Fighting through, and he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Jones now on 1st down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Jair Elam makes a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know it's the holiday season because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
And Diggs has it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones into the hands of Smith-Schuster on the crossing pattern. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40. 23 yards the pickup there. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Throwing, Jones.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw again.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Mitchell is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Now Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Allen going to change this at the line. And here's Allen throwing to start the drive. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Allen now looks to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
107 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Powerful running. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 35.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Cook again. And he'll go down at the 28. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Right there, we can do it. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Dillon, they try the left side with him. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Gabriel Davis. Out. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And this is going to be recovered by the Bills, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often. Not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5.